Top 5 cheesesteaks in Philadelphia. Hi, my name is Jim Pappas and I've eaten 912 different cheesesteaks since the beginning of my Philadelphia Cheesesteak Adventure in May of 2018. In this video, I will list my top 5 cheesesteaks in the city of Philadelphia. If you were expecting my ranking of the top 5 usual cheesesteak suspects, sorry, but that is not how I roll. I like themes and different categories. So without further ado, here are my top 5 cheesesteaks in the city of Philadelphia. Pastrami and Things, Philadelphia, 18th Street. Do not be led astray by the name of this place. Get the Kimchi Bulgogi Cheesesteak. I hope I said that correctly because this thing is amazing. It has hot sauce on it, but that's all right. Deal with it. I dealt with it. It's worth it. It's going to limit how many I can have in a week. This thing tastes amazing. I would love it in a giant egg roll, but no one seemed to care about that. Pastrami and Things, Kimchi Bulgogi Cheesesteak. This thing is awesome. Get yourself one. Christmas Eve, Philadelphia. Look at me finding a parking spot on 18th so I can check out Pastrami and Things. It's a Christmas miracle. Holy mackerel. Pastrami and Things. The Kimchi Bulgogi Cheesesteak. No disrespect if I said Bulgogi wrong. Holy mackerel. Oh my God. This thing is just bursting with flavor. I tell you what, there's like lettuce or something's crunchy in there. Maybe cabbage, I don't know. Something's crunchy. This is amazing. This has got flavor. I've only taken 2 bites, I guess. Holy mackerel. Flavor on top of flavor on top of flavor, and then some more flavor added in. Crusty roll. I gotta take a bite. See ya. Alright, so we got a great roll here. Great cheesesteak roll. Just enough bread. Good crust on it. $9.25. I was worried about not being a whole lot of meat in there, but what this meat lacks in size and makes up for in flavor. This is like almost like an egg roll. I'm thinking this is an egg roll with hot sauce. That's all that comes to mind with me, because there's something in there, something leafy that just gives you like that egg roll taste, flavor, texture, whatever. This is where I need a bigger culinary vocabulary. This is amazing. I love this thing. The Rook, Manayunk, Philadelphia, PA. Well, this kind of answers my question that I had for myself as we were driving to Manayunk. Is Manayunk part of Philly, or is Manayunk all by itself? The Rook, Manayunk, Philadelphia, PA gave us our answer. Anyway, September 1st, and a lovely start to September. A day of cheesesteaks with Amigo Dan. The Rook of Manayunk just gave me a whole roller coaster of emotions. First, we're going to Manayunk. So you got a little image in your head of Manayunk, little foo-foo, Main Street, sit-in, sipping wine. No, the Rook is up a couple streets, and I guess that's south in a neighborhood. I don't know restaurants. I just eat cheesesteaks, but I'm thinking this isn't the location I put my restaurant. Anyway, we got lucky. We found a parking spot right out front. Go inside. Beautifully renovated place. Big, heavy wood decor. And the cool part is the bar has back windows that open out to the courtyard. So I'm like, all right, this is a really cool place. We go out to the courtyard, great little area. They got a nice big commercial tent covering the area, well, 80% of it. They got the bar seating by the windows. They got an outbuilding that's been fixed up nicely. But then there's a kitchen vent fan blasting the whole time. Just a roller coaster of emotions. Cheesesteak comes out, $13, which actually in hindsight is probably cheap for Maniac, especially it was very good, very high quality ingredients. Sarcone roll, and I don't know if it's just we grabbed the wrong half of the cheesesteak to eat or what, but man, my pieces, Dan's piece, we had no meat, very little meat. What meat we had, great cheese coverage, nice fried onions, nice mushrooms. We all spent time together. The cheese melted through everything. The fries were phenomenal, nice big sea salt on them. I don't know. I just don't know how to score this thing. This thing has me, that whole trip has me just all, it's like a country song. It's, she's got, this cheesesteak has me twisted like that old roller coaster. High quality ingredients. I don't know. No Rook, man. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear me over, I think it's the kitchen vent. We got the cheesesteak, comes with fries, comes with very good fries. Let me go, Dan.
It's me.
I'm working that weekend.
Talk about it.
Okay. Well, obviously, I kind of
Paid $1.50 for Longhouse.
I've obviously picked the wrong end because this one's packed, good amount. This was not, as you can see. But anyway, Sarcone's roll, which I, of course, always love. So what can I say about that? We did not order the flies, but three flies. But actually, I think not just because of the roll that I love, but I think it's got a pretty good taste. It's mixed together. The meat's got a good flavor. The cheese has got a good flavor.
Yeah, I agree. I think great flavor, great ingredients, things mixed well. It's funny, they had a 50 cents for extra cheese. This doesn't need extra cheese.
No, not at all.
And yeah, I mean, I don't know. What do you say? $13, great fries. We're in Maniac, good thing.
I think the big question is that Heinz?
That's a question for our wonderful winner.
Hi, my name is Amelia Strapacci. I came from Italy in 1954. We've been here ever since. I got 9 grandkids. I got 7 of them working here. We have our best thing here is the pizzas. We can't keep enough of them. We take care of some of the schools in the neighborhood or downtown. And anything else, we got steak smoothies, platters, spaghetti platter, raviolis, cheesesteak, strombolis, whatever you would like, we have. So we welcome you to come to the neighborhood. Anytime you come in, just come in and say hi, all right? Remind everybody that we have four types of rolls. We got Concha and Moroso, Licio regular rolls, and got Licio cedar rolls. And of course we got Kaisers. So, if you would like a different, you say what you're a different roll, you're welcome to it.
Frank's Pizza, East Falls neighborhood of Philadelphia, PA. Good, solid neighborhood spot. What everyone failed to mention is that you got What's the Hick and Brewing right over the hill. Nice little cheesesteak beer pairing. Here's the judges. March Cheesesteak Madness. Judges are all here. One judge that way. One judge that way. Mark's Frank's Pizza, East Falls, proudly featuring Dietz and Watson. Chili in the shade.
Here we are, Frank's in East Falls.
It's filled. It's packed with meat.
Well, you get the middle piece.
To get the middle piece.
Roll's a little soggy just because it was wrapped, so I think it steamed up a bit.
Wrapped up. Nice even cut. It's fluffy. The roll is like soft and.
It's like your traditional corner Philly cheesesteak.
So the meat's thinly shaved, chopped pretty fine. Lots of mushrooms and onions.
It's definitely cheesy throughout.
Yeah.
I wish it had more like salt and pepper
More
though.
seasoning, yeah.
Yeah. Could have used a little toast on the roll.
The roll's holding up.
Yeah. Underneath. It's just a basic cheesesteak. You have the thick middle.
Wissahickon Brewing Company.
Thick middle.
Unfortunately, I
There's
do
a lot of
not
meat
have a
on
lot
it.
of pictures from Wissahickon
Cheese,
Brewing Company
mostly on the
without
bottom.
arbitrary cheesesteaks in them.
Hey,
Here's the best
bring
I
that
can do
back.
so you
There's
get a
some
little
good cheese at
taste
the top,
of
too.
Wissahickon Brewing Company.
yeah, there's like cheese
including
Those
the
mixed in,
bathroom,
just chopped
bar bathrooms with changing tables
really like
in them.
cheese on it.
We've come a long way, baby.
You've got this cute little neighborhood joint, hard to, like off the beaten path.
I used to live here.
You're not running into this shop by accident.
No. There's been what, 20 people come in and out of here
Oh yeah,
since we've been
it's
here?
busy.
Dagwoods Pub, Northeast Philly. What a treat. Executive Chef Jack McPeak invited me back to Dagwoods to try his prime rib cheesesteak. He was trying to make a cheesesteak close to the Barclay Prime Wagyu cheesesteak using what he had right there in his own kitchen. And I tell you what, this was a good night to be the cheesesteak guy. What a great place. I know I say it all the time, but being from the suburbs, you don't realize how neighborhoody the city can be. And Dagwoods is a great example of the neighborhood bar, restaurant. Tuesday night, place is packed. There's no parking, so everybody must just walk there. And restaurant, bar, everywhere. Full. Felt like everybody knew each other. What a nice atmosphere. This is one of the best parts about being on the adventure is the people I meet and the places I go. Jack invited me into the kitchen. He's got a great team in the kitchen. There's a great team behind the bar. Just a fun, great night, and it's a long video, so let's get right to it. All right, so we got the prime rib cheesesteak, and the full video, the full making of the prime rib cheesesteak video, you can see it there. Sliced prime rib. Talk to me about your cheese, Jack.
So what I do is I get
Jack.
no worries. I get a white truffle cheese. I actually have to go over to Wegmans in Jersey and buy it. And I buy a whole bunch of it at once.
Wegmans in New Jersey?
Yes,
You like
yeah.
to get your truffle cheese?
Yeah. And then I go over there and then I shred it down. I mix it with Cooper Sharp. Because I think a really good cheesesteak should have American cheese on it, and then I like fortify.
Cooper Sharp is technically
It's American cheese. People don't know that, but I'm trying to get the word out that Cooper Sharp is just high-end American cheese.
Don't listen. Alright, so I'm sorry. So American cheese, you're right.
And then I just fortify that with we get like a real nice truffle oil, and then we make that in the cheese sauce, and then we actually put a little Parmesan cheese in the cheese sauce too, to bring out some of those. Parmesan has a lot of the same flavor profiles as white truffle, and I think it comes out really good. And then we do the truffles are a super high-end, super expensive cousin of the mushroom, and they're found lots of times in France, Italy. That's where you'll get good ones. The cheese I get is actually an Italian cheese. A white truffle Bordeaux or something. I'm not 1,000% sure how to pronounce it, but I know how to cook it, so I think that's the important part. That's the important part.
Philadelphia Cheesesteak Adventure.
We got a Cheesesteak 909. I'm Jack McPeak. My boy Casey in the background. Around here, we're doing a This is a little bit of a play on the Barclay Primes, like real famous, the Wagyu cheesesteak they have. I did a little more suited for Northeast Philly. So we're famous for our prime rib here at Dagwoods. We have a prime rib melt, we have a prime rib dinner, and now we have a prime rib cheesesteak. So you get, on each one you get about 12 ounces of real prime rib meat. And you see that we slice it real thin here. You can see that that's shaped like a piece of prime rib. So we get that right on the grill. So we have shallots. We caramelize these up ahead of time. We cook them nice and low and slow. A little bit of salt, pepper, we'll do a pinch of garlic. And then, obviously, salt and pepper for the cheesesteak.
I'm just the fluff. Luckily I got my new haircut, so I can be, I'm just the pretty one.
Yes, well, it's a cheap shot, but...
No, you're the chef.
Yeah.
You're the talent.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah,
You're the
that makes
talent.
sense.
I'm just the fluff. I just throw stupid comments in like that one.
So this is, yes, it's coming. We got another cheesesteak coming up. This is a regular one.
That was not even staged.
That was not staged.
Who's going to film now? Who's back there?
Yeah, you got Mickey.
Got
Mickey here. This is our regular cheesesteak too. Might as well watch how we do that one. This is already cooked off here. So I actually try, unlike a traditional cheesesteak, I don't want to, cook this 1,000% through because you have delicious prime rib. It's better, it's done better, it's not cooked to death. And then right here, we get this really great, it's a white truffle cheese that I actually drive over to Wegmans and get, and then, which is a pain in the ass, but it's worth it. And then I mix it with Cooper Sharp and some white truffle oil, and then when that's ready, we'll cheese the steak up. And this is looking pretty close.
We got the regular cheesesteak. We got the ribeye cheesesteak. We got my ham burning because of that oven. We got sauce. We got coleslaw. We got Casey putting a hard time in there. We got a guy back there washing dishes. He has not stopped. He didn't care that the world famous Jim Pappas was coming back here. He's focused on clean dishes, and here he goes.
Oh, Poppy's great. Poppino's the man. He won't stop for nothing. He's great. Here it is. We don't skip on the meat. It's worth it. It is, the price tag's a little scary, but I promise you it is worth it. And then some of our cheese sauce. I want to make sure it gets down there. Okay, so can you finish that up for me? There we go.
Why does the cheese sauce go on top?
Alright, there it is. Dagwoods prime rib cheesesteak, white truffle cheese sauce, caramelized shallots. This is number 909.
Tell you what, it smells good.
Yeah, this is a good one. I think you're going to like it.
That definitely smells good. I will see you at the table. Charlie's roast pork, 3rd and Moyen mincing. Another great cheesesteak at Charlie's. Now, everybody knows I ranked this as my top cheesesteak last year in my 20 cheesesteaks for 2020. So I'm going to flip it over to the judges so you don't have to listen to my biased opinion. March cheesesteak madness continues. We got Dan.
Hey! Hi, Quinn.
Mark and Diana are already inside, coming to Charlie's roast pork.
So this is provolone, Korean roll.
But not seeded, right?
It is here.
Oh.
Ooh,
Oh, I see. Okay.
mushrooms are good. good seasoning. I actually like the provolone.
Yeah.
On this one.
On this one, it's good.
Yeah.
This is
This is how it got such a high rating last year and stuff. It's still just consistently a good.
so. This is the same as it was last year.
Yeah, pretty much. It's consistent. You know, good amount of meat and good moisture in it. Mushrooms, onions, mixed throughout. Provolone. The roll's holding up. Roll's got a good flavor.
Joe made a good choice with the provolone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The meat is really.
I would
it is
never
moist. Like
order-
it's retained a ton of moisture. The meat itself, it's juicy.
This is a really good cheesesteak. I like the seafood roll. It's a little bit fatty.
See, you know what? I'm liking it. A little moist. My roll, you know, spend a little time. Still got a good flavor. Still holding up, but it is kind of like deteriorating just a little bit there.